6 enemies of your rising, 6 enemies of greatness. This is so important to you, even as a believer. Number 1, comfort. Number 1, comfort. This is very, very important. Comfort. Comfort is one of the greatest enemies of anyone who is going anywhere. If you find yourself too comfortable in a space, Oga, you need to sit up. I'm not saying that God does not want you to be comfortable. I am saying that comfort, to a large extent, in itself has a way of making men take their eyes off the focus, off the goal. Are you here with me? If you want to go anywhere, if you want to be great in life, ensure you beat yourself out of comfort. Look at people who are bodybuilders. You like the way their body is. You like the way they are fit. But check it. They don't give themselves to comfort. Every morning going to go and jog, carrying all of it. Do you think it's comfortable? I remember telling you people here that the day I went to go and carry dumbbell, after like 1 year of not going to the gym, I carried dumbbell feeling like, what's his name? Jack Bauer, what they call them. I got into the house. To lift soap was a problem. I just carried the soap like this. Because I couldn't carry it. It's not comfortable. But after 1 week, I now saw result. I was We like the result of discomfort, but we don't like discomfort. If you want to amount to anything in life, I say this to you, love discomfort. Fasting is not comfortable. Like it. Say, I must eat, you must every time. Suya, rice, indomie, rice. Eating rice, left and right, like you're not rising. Number 2, very, very important. I hope God is blessing you here. God wanted me to say this. Number 2, lack of spiritual sight. This is so important. A major enemy of anyone going anywhere. Lack of spiritual sight, insight, and foresight. If you want to move beyond where you are, you need sight. And the devil will always want to blind your eyes and make you look at things that you are not supposed to be looking at. Listen, blindness is not only the absence of light. Blindness can also be the fact that you are looking at something you are not supposed to be looking at. He has blinded you to what you should be looking at and put something else in your view. Are you here with me? When you lack sight, you cannot go. Imagine. See, the person that is going in the wrong direction should not be praying for speed. The person going in the wrong direction should not be praying for what? Speed. When you know you are aligned by the Spirit of God, all you need to pray is grace to stay. Grace to stay. Number what is that? That was number 2. Number 3 now. Misplaced devotion and investment of time. Misplaced devotion. When you are investing on what does not have any gain to your spiritual, financial, imagine. Last week or last 2 weeks, I just found myself engrossed in one particular series for 4 hours. You spend the most active hours of your day. Somebody who is supposed to be going somewhere, you are spending the most active hours of your day on top one thing. Dear. When there is prayer, well, even as an education, is someone that is supposed to be going far in school, you've not read your book, and you said you want to go far. Misplacement of devotion. Is that what I said? An investment of time. What is that? That's number 3, right? Number 4, disobedience. You know, I've always taught you here about disobedience. If you want to be great in life, you must obey the instructions of the one leading you. If you want to be great in life, God will never lead any man to failure. God does not know how to give man shame. He is glory himself. So if you want your life to amount to glory, you must follow the one who is glorious. So you must obey his every instruction. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't look palatable in the natural eyes, but you follow. That's number what? Number 4. So we are in number 5 now. Isolation. Kai, this is so important. Isolation. Listen, when you've decided within yourself that you're going to be isolated, the devil can easily capture you. Isolation is one of the major enemies of anyone going anywhere. And you say, but pastor, some of the people who were great in life, they found themselves in an enclosed space and focused on their things. Listen very well. Do you know that most of those people that are great, they found themselves also in the company of greatness, company of great people? Listen, if God has blessed you with a company of sensible friends, you've heard it here many times. If you have 6 friends that, there's no wisdom in their mouths, they vex anyhow, there's no check it very well, you are the 7th one. Simple as that. Isolation. Don't isolate yourself from people God has put in your life to sponsor your movement. Don't isolate yourself. Listen, one of the major beings of this generation is loving their space. Say, I like my space, so I don't want too much people in my space. I just want to be in my space. This your space, my space, my space. Have you? I'm not saying that you should not cherish being with the Lord. I am saying that when it amounts to you moving forward in life, that's not the time for you to segregate yourself. Find yourself in the company of people who have wisdom, who have sound counsel. Find yourself in the company of people who are going somewhere. Don't isolate yourself thinking that you are all in all. You will end up in a ditch. Because truth be told, no man is an island of knowledge. Are you here with me? One thing I learned from my pastor, he said something so profound. He said that after every message, he will go and call all his guys together. And you say, Alpha, what did I do? How did I do wrong? What did I go wrong? And I said, you will have said this one better. I did not pray very well in this place. I did not do this one very well. When he said that, he taught me a good lesson. Many of you don't like feedbacks because it looks like criticism to you. You don't like anybody telling you where you went wrong because you think you are always right. And listen, anyone who does not like correction cannot amount to anything in life. I know that their tone might not be nice. The way they said it does not look nice. But you hear the instruction in their correction. You hear the wisdom in their correction. I don't used to like the way my mom used to correct us when we were younger. There's a difference between my mom and my dad. My dad will allow you to touch the fire. After you have touched the fire, did he burn you? He will not touch it again. My mom will say, don't go there. Don't go there. I'm like, why are you shouting at me? Why are you talking like this? I never really understood. But when it has started, ensure that you always listen to the voice of wisdom. So don't be isolated. Tell the person beside you, don't be isolated. Come for midweek service. You are praying that your prayer life should carry fire. Come for midweek service. I look like that, Pastor. Come for midweek service. Don't be isolated. Number 6, prayerlessness. Mommy Joe said something to me last week, and that thing has stayed in my heart. You know, it's good that a prophetess can look at you once and not you say, oh, Badura mo. Oh, Badura mo. And that thing can hit you back to your altar. Just once, bam. Sleep will just leave your eye for 3 days. Say, what? Some of you need people like that will be able to look at you and tell you the truth to your face. You know, you can do so many things and think that you are still in the fold of God. You are still very, very active in the presence of God. But you are still actually not praying. Never again. Say to yourself, never again. Say it loud to yourself. Never again. Prayerlessness. You want to go anywhere in life, you must be a prayerful person. It's better to lose your voice in prayer than to lose your voice in life. It's better. Because you are not wasting time calling upon the Lord. You are not. Something is being formed in your heart. Faith is being built in your heart to trust in the will of God, to trust in the plan of God, even as you pray. I'm not wasting time. It might look like I'm almost 30, I'm almost 35. What's happening to me? I've not gotten. What's the use to pray? I've come to tell you, prayer is still the antidote. If you are prayerless, you won't amount to anything great. Please bow your head.